So anyway, as I was saying before, a phone call came in and disrupted the video. Um, some of the other things that I've made are I do a lot of quilting for people. I learned long arm a couple of years ago, so I'm doing that. My mom has a machine that I get to use, which I'm very lucky to be able to use because I could never afford one of those machines probably. Um, but I do a lot of t-shirt quilts, and people will just bring me boxes and boxes of either t-shirts or person's clothes where they passed away or something like that, and I will make quilts out of those. And I've got a lot of pictures, but I don't ever get to keep the quilts, so I never have any to show. I'm gonna make my kids' t-shirt quilts hopefully this year so that I can at least have a demo product at some of the shows that I do. Um, I have a lot of people that ask about them, and some people um, think that's a little bit too expensive, but I do charge for my hours. I mean, I don't just give the products away. I need to make a living, and I do quality work. I've had a lot of people tell me that. Um, I also make sure that I use quilt shop quality fabrics. I don't buy from Joann's or Hobby Lobby to make quilts. I never do that. I always have the really nice cottons that have little shrinkage compared to some. But anyway, everybody's been very happy with what I've made for them so far. A lot of the memory quilts will come in batches. Like someone will pass away, say grandma, and they'll bring me boxes of clothes, and then all of the her children, say 5 siblings, I'll make 5 quilts. Some are big, some are small. You just never know. It depends how much they want to spend or how many clothes they've got and that kind of thing. And then many times the grandchildren, I will make a pillow for them out of a shirt. And everybody seems it's always a very emotional thing when they pick them up, you know, um, because it brings back a lot of good memories, and they really appreciate that. So it's always nice when they have a big smile, but then a tear at the same time when they pick them up. But I do like making them. Matter of fact, I've got 1, 2, 3 that I need to make now, and 2 of them are t-shirt quilts, and one of them is made out of baby clothes, and it's going to be for her daughter. So she wants all of her like newborn clothes, and I guess the first year I haven't gone through the batch completely, but quite a few small things. So it's gonna take a little bit more effort on that one to get the pieces just right. Some of the other things I've made, golly, you name it, I've made it. I did hand needlework for years. I belonged to the Embroiderers Guild of America, and won a lot of awards on things that I made back then. And now I'm trying to start entering quilts so I can see if I can get some rewards or awards. I entered the state fair this past year, and I did get, I think it was third, I think it was third place on one item and fourth place on one or two more. And but those were items that I had already made with no intentions of putting them in the fair, so they weren't exactly the best quality that I've had. And there's always little mistakes here and there. So it worked out pretty good though. I was happy. For my first time, I felt like I did pretty good. So this year, I hope to do better. um, I joined the UFO club at our local quilt shop, and that is where you finish a project that you've already started. And I think there's 9 months in this year that they're going to do it. So you turn in your list at the first of the year, and then each month you have to turn in that item that you assigned for each month of the year, and then you get a ticket for a drawing. I think if you finish it within the month it's due, you get 2 tickets. But if you finish it and it's late, you get 1 ticket. So January did good, got my item turned in. February almost done, not quite done. So I'll get 1 ticket when I get it done, and that will actually go in my Etsy shop probably because I've decided to make another one, but a 3-piece set and to keep for myself. So we'll probably go ahead and let that one go. So that one's been a challenge for me because I've never really made purses or bags like that before. So this one's really different. It's got a lot more to it, but I'm learning. So um, trying to think. I've done some vinyl work, like heat transfer vinyl on shirts. Not a whole lot of it because I really like the embroidery the best, but I do it. Uh, I've got an embroidery machine that I make embroidered towels. That's one of the other things I've done a lot of. Um, trying to think of some of the other things I embroidered. I can't think right offhand. So I took it to the flea market last month, and then I did monogramming on dog bandanas. Matter of fact, every bandana I sold, people bought the embroidery too. There's something about seeing their pet's name on something they really like. So I probably won't go back to the flea market though, because that was I was able to get rid of a lot of the bowl cozies I had clearanced out, but they really didn't look a whole lot at my regular price things. Um, but anyway, next time I'll show you my sewing room. It seems like it's shrunk a lot. We've been here about almost a year, and my walls, I have all my, I can show you my grid wall. Oops, I'll drop everything in my, well, I got a cord on my phone. You can see all the way up to almost the ceiling. I've got all my threads, and they keep going and going. The ones down here at this end, my threads aren't on there because I took them to the show with me, so I've got to put them all back up. And see if I can get this thing straight again now that I've unhooked it from everything. Hey, I did it. Um, so I think the rest of the day today I will make zipper bags and see what other combinations of things I can come up with the fabrics I've already got pre-cut. I need to clean up some fabric. I have a lot of fabric. I've got another room across the hall from this one, and it has a tiny little spot that you can walk into. Other than that, it is wall-to-wall fabric. And then out in the garage, I have probably six sets of shelves that are 5 shelves tall, I think, and their bins are full of fabric as well. Not all of them are quite full, but most of them are. So I'm hoping to get a building later this year that will be on the other side of I've got a door in this room that goes outside. So I'm hoping that I can set it where the doorway of the building is right across from this door. And then I can move a lot of stuff out there. It'll have shelves pre-built in it and everything. So it will be nice so that I can get organized and get some things out of here that don't really need to be in here, but they need to be in here. It's things I use a lot, but at the same time, they don't have to be under my feet 24/7. Um, I'd rather just have mainly my machines and maybe package up projects in bins and just bring those bins in, work on the projects and get them out. And then I can keep the finished products out there as well while they're, while I'm selling them. Started making baby bibs, burp cloths, and I'll do embroidery on those. Trying to think of some of the other baby things. I bought a few shirts and I'm going to try to do those. And I might make a few tutus just to try it out. I've never really done much children's clothing before, so I think this will be a little bit different. But I might take those to some of my fall shows because I don't really see those that much. So I thought I might give it a whirl and see how it works and see how it goes over. And I've got some pretty neat displays and things now that we take with us, so I think we can display them quite nicely and hopefully they'll go over. Of course, they'll be in the Etsy shop eventually, but I don't know if I'll sell the tutus on Etsy. There's a lot on there already. What else? Guess that's about it for now. But anyway, if you think you'd like to see what I'm doing here day to day and all that kind of thing, then please hit the like button and subscribe. Hit subscribe, and then maybe we'll start doing some live things once in a while as well. I spend a lot of my time back in this room, so a lot of my time. So hopefully I'll get to know some people and we'll see what I can do to help you all. But anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.